Now, what we've all been waiting for, the top 5 things that attract women. If you haven't had a chance to check out part 1 of this video, I strongly suggest that you watch it, and you can do so by clicking here. Now, before we hop in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're on YouTube, tap that like button if you're on Facebook, and that heart if you're watching me on IGTV. Mwah! Number 5, women love compassionate men. And this turns out to be one of the few characteristics that men and women feel equally strongly about. Research conducted by a team at the University of Nottingham in the UK found that out of a wide range of personality traits, both men and women considered altruistic partners more attractive. This was especially true for those who were asked to consider long-term relationships over short-term hookups. Compassion, defined as the authentic desire to help those in need, might appear to come in stark contrast with the stereotypically represented attractive male with his broad shoulders and aloof attitude, but masculinity, as it's typically represented anyway, and compassion aren't mutually exclusive. Remember that word that I used, pro-social. Women, well, all of us are wired by evolutionary forces to act in ways that promote our survival and to seek out such behaviors in our baby mamas and baby daddies, so our kids survive too. Kindness and compassion are such behaviors, and they've been essential for our survival as a species. So survival equals sexy in people's brains. And considering that nearly 70% of women in a Princeton research group said that seeing a man be kind actually turns them on, it's not hard to make the connection between the two. Don't let women try to fool you. We about as shallow as y'all when it comes to physical attraction. Though physical appearance is at the top of the list for most men, it's pretty important to women too. I asked dozens of women to list the top 3 things that get them juices flowing. Physical characteristics like arms and skin and teeth top that list. Call it superficial, but humans are programmed to pick up on physical cues and use them to evaluate their surroundings, including the people in it. So whether or not you agree, your physical appearance matters with regard to building and maintaining attraction. In general, women like muscles, beards, and height. A 2007 study conducted by researchers at UCLA found that women rate men with muscular physiques as more sexually attractive, more desirable, and more competent. Over 350 women that participated in a study conducted by researchers at the University of New South Wales said that a heavy stubble beard was the most attractive versus a light stubble or having no beard at all. And a bunch of studies show that, on average, women have a strong preference for tall men, with the most attractive height landing somewhere between 6'1" and 6'4", but most women just want a man that's taller than them. Each of these characteristics is somewhat indicative of a man's stealth, his genetic makeup, and how much testosterone he makes. All very important considerations to a woman that's subconsciously trying to make babies. Outside these 3 specific proclivities though, women's physical preferences are as unique and variant as they are. Some women have a thing for eyebrows and fingernails, some have a thing for legs and arms and the complexion of chocolate chips. With this diverse set of demands, you can drive yourself crazy trying to keep up. The best thing that you can do to be physically attractive to women is to stay clean, get fit, be yourself, and maybe grow a beard. Which brings us to number 3 on the countdown. Confidence. The word whose very definition means being comfortable being yourself. Women love confident men. But of course, you don't need a brain snack to tell you that. We all love confident people. Students love and remember their confident teachers. Voters vote for confident leaders. And men and women of all cultures and all walks of life simply trust, rally behind, and are drawn to people that display a strong sense of awareness of and belief in their own knowledge and ability. That's sexy. But why exactly is that? What specifically about confidence pulls us in? The answer lies in the brain. When we feel confident, a number of brain regions in the prefrontal cortex and striatum are activated. Well, we know from neuroimaging studies that this activation is contagious. Thanks to brain cells called mirror neurons, one person's confidence can incite synaptic changes in another person's brain and cause them to feel similar. So there's literal brain power behind the magnetic pull that we all feel for confident people. Number 2, humor. The link between laughing and attraction is well established. Humor is one of the top 3 traits that consistently show up in surveys of women's mate preferences. And replicated speed dating studies show that men are over twice as likely to land a second date if they make a woman laugh on the first one. So in other words, you make a grin, you win. Scientists have no clue why women value humor so much. Some evolutionary psychologists suspect that it acts as a marker for intelligence, which, as we've seen, is highly valued for its survival advantages. But this take has some holes in it. Aside from the lack of conclusive evidence, some researchers find a link between intelligence and being funny, and some don't. If it were truly just linked to intelligence, why would there be such a discrepancy between humor production in men and humor production in women, when such a discrepancy doesn't exist for intelligence? Okay, drum rolls, please. The number 1 top titillator for women is the way a man smells. Good Lord. When asked, women rate a man's smell as much more important than his looks. The female olfactory system, in particular her vomeronasal organ, which gives humans the ability to detect pheromones released by other people, is way more sensitive in women than it is in men. Now, when it comes to the sense of love, you can put between 1 to 10,000 exclamation marks on those last statements. You see, during ovulation, which is a period of maximum fertility for women, they become up to 1,000 times better at detecting pheromones, and 10,000 times better at it than men, who generally suck at this task from the time that they reach puberty. All throughout the animal and plant kingdoms, organisms use chemical signals to elicit specific behaviors in others. Behaviors like sexual arousal. And fairly recent discoveries have revealed that humans are no different. Androstenol, a pheromone released by the African glands of men, is sexually arousing to women. The billion-dollar perfume and cologne industry have this neurological fact to thank for their success. So in sum, attracting women is admittedly complex business. And while you can't control your height or the genes that you inherited that bolster your immune system, most of the things that draw women to you, how ambitious you are, the way you treat other people, how comfortable you feel in your own skin, can be owned and used to get the woman you like and keep the woman you love.
Kiss.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you too, Mommy.
So, did you guess the top one? How many of the top 10 do you find to be true about you? If you found anything interesting or useful, thought-provoking, let me know in the comments. Let's talk about it. And if you think someone else will find it useful, go ahead and share your snacks with them. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next snack time.